Stayed on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. The veteran kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started, and off we go from Soldier Field. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Fields on first down. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Coming through that time and stopping him for a loss was Drake. Nice play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one, because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Dominique Robinson. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Here's Lance. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Bears.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Fields now to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown! Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
On the double.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That has a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down is Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year. But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll be 1st down 49ers.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 39, Lance. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 1st down, Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Here's Fields. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 87 yards. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. Cole Kmet starting to look like the second-round pick Chicago made in 2020, catching 60 passes for over 600 yards. Both of those are the most for a Bears tight end since 2014. Certainly hoping to build on those numbers this season with plays like that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. This pass on target. Velus Jones with it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now Montgomery running right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Montgomery. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2nd down and goal. Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Chase Claypool from 8 yards out. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Fields now on 2nd down. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Fields looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. John Ross, 64 yards. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Santos with the extra point. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Our 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2. It puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Fields going to hold on to it. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From a yard out, and the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On 2nd and 15 now, Fields. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That's complete right side to Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick. Whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Fields. He's got Claypool. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Now Fields. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. All eyes on Fields. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Taking down right now.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close.